All right, Fred, of course, we can take a look at what's going on in terms of the roads. And on my 3 route, first of all, there's so many complaints that are there. I'll try to sample just some of them. And some people have also been kind enough to post some pictures as well. So it helps us in that regard. Safari Park heading to Tao Jam, please use alternative routes. And that is the picture of the area there. Somebody took a picture of the view that you can see the traffic sign up along that area. So that is as far as that is concerned. And then we can also take a look at somebody who says temporary snarl up around Lower Kabete Road near Spring Valley roundabout. That's according to one David Kuria. And then tunapambana na traffic Thika Road Utalii towards town, very slow. That's Purity_NG. Brief look at the map and you'll see the situation there is quite different, or rather worse rather than what it looks everywhere. It just looks like a hot mess everywhere. As you can see there around Survey area, all stops going in, all of that is just deep red, so there's traffic there. The only safe bets are around Kasarani area in that regard. And then you also go down towards Langata Road as well. There's a lot of traffic there. It backs up actually on Langata Road up to the Langata Cemetery area as well. So that's as far as that traffic is concerned there. And then you can see Mombasa Road backs up all the way to Panari, actually way past to Imara Daima, all the way down towards Gateway Mall is where I guess you'll try to find some semblance of normalcy over there. So that's as far as that is concerned. But I want to take a look at around Thika Road, branching into Kiambu Road. Our Kimani Mbugua is on that particular area. There's a lot of a snarl up around there. I want to link up with him right now so that he can paint the picture for us. Kimani, what's happening where you are? I believe it is Kiambu Road. Tell us what it is.
Morning, Willis. We are on Kiambu Road. This is the road that serves the people of Ridgeways, Kiambu, Dome, areas around, some parts of Dome, actually, because some parts of Dome are also served by Thika Road. But this particular road, as you can see, there's not a major snarl up. The only slowdown is right behind us, next to the Muthaiga Golf Club, where you have to slow down because of the valley that comes into now Kiambu Road as you connect to Thika Road. Not really a major snarl up, but it's quite slow. But here's also a trick that I've been giving guys from Thika Road, that if you want to get to town faster, and I've tried this and it actually works. What you do, if you leave between, if you don't leave past Garden City, because this is only going to work if you leave between Garden City going backwards to Roysambu, Kasarani, or 44, Kahawa West, around those sides. What you can do, use the bypass. That's a Ruiru bypass, and it's there's a road that connects the bypass to Kiambu Road somewhere around the yard, around Jikoni's that place. There's a road that connects the bypass, so you can use that one. It's never busy at all. It's a very residential area, so there's no much of a snarl up over there. What you use, and then you use that side and come into Kiambu Road, and you'll avoid the traffic that is on that side, Survey and around Garden City. That whole stretch is messed up. In fact, what we from where we at, it's not very far from that place, and I can tell you it's really packed and it's really slow. So if you want to move faster and get into town, use Kiambu Road, because you see, like from behind us, it's not really stagnant. It looks busy, but then it's not stagnant. From here, where we are standing, it actually eases now, goes into Pangani, and then you get into town. Because in the morning, what happens when you're using Thika Road, the traffic is usually on the sides of Muthaiga Square, that side, that whole stretch to Utalii, towards Mathare, Garden City. That's where most of the traffic is. But then when you pass the Pangani underpass and get into Ngara, there's no traffic. So the only traffic you're going to encounter is between this stretch and just a small snarl up around Pangani, and then you get into Ngara, and then you'll be in town within no time. That's how you escape the traffic on Thika Road. Wangari Maathai Road, when we were coming here, we passed through Wangari Maathai Road, wasn't looking that bad, so that shouldn't be a problem. You can also use now Wangari Maathai Road instead of Ngara, which means now you'll avoid more traffic, because when you get to Globe roundabout, it also kind of slows down a bit in the morning. But then when you go past 10 a.m., the traffic now shifts towards the Ngara side. Ngara is literally a parking lot from 10 a.m. because now the traffic shifts from Thika Road, now it goes to Ngara. What you can do again, use Wangari Maathai Road. From 10 a.m. use Wangari Maathai Road. If you're getting into town, avoid the Globe roundabout because most of the matatus use that area. That is how you maneuver from this side of town. Something else I wanted to remind you guys is that the ASK show started yesterday. So Ngong Road is expected to be a parking lot for the entire week. So here's another tip if you're using Ngong Road. Near the junction, there's a place where you can take a right to get into Jamhuri Estate and then come out at Adams. So if you use that detour around junction and get into Jamhuri Estate, it's not busy at all. We used it yesterday and we tested it. It actually works. You get out at, use that detour and then you come out at Adams and then cross the road into Kilimani Road and then you get into that road and use the side of Kilimani. That is you're going to get into town within no time because when you use that side, there's no traffic. But the whole of this week, there's expected to be a lot of school buses on Ngong Road and also in the CBD. So the CBD, try and avoid the area around CBD because there are so many school buses that are coming through the CBD to go into Ngong Road for the ASK show. So that's something you need to be aware of. Today is not track day, so most of the cars you'll find on the road are personal cars and maybe daily business cars. So it's not much of a heavy traffic day. The day that you can expect heavy traffic, that's on Thursday and Friday. Beginning Thursday, because that's when the trucks will be out on the roads. Now you'll have to add that onto normal traffic, and the most affected people will be the people of Mombasa Road. That is something maybe you need to be aware of as you go into the week. That is the brief update we have for you to maneuver traffic if you're using these sides of Kiambu Road, Thika Road or Pangani. That is what you need to know for now. Back to you, Willis.
All right, thank you very much. Kimani Bogwa there, the road expert now. Of course, we want to have you know that it might work the opposite. So if you advise guys to use one road for so long, they'll start using it, then there'll be traffic. But anyway, that's how we keep having this so that we keep our jobs. You already know. I want to go back to Freddie. Remember, you can talk to us, use the hashtag Daybreak. We'll be able to sample some of them towards the end of his segment as well.